Hi, it's Kai, and today we're going to be going over my top fragrance picks for 2023. If you're coming over from the Clock app, of course I was going to do a top breakdown and like more in depth than just the pictures that I did. So yeah, let's just hop straight into it. These are the perfumes that I would say were like life-changing for me. Like they definitely altered the history of my perfume journey, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like these opened me up to other fragrances that I now like, or like different fragrance categories. The first one I have here is Pure Grace Summer Moments from Philosophy. This is one that I had a fragrance friend send me rather early in the year, like maybe February or March, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It is a summery, coconutty, figgy, creamy, fresh, clean dream of a fragrance. I had not really tried a lot of fig fragrances, or specifically fig forward fragrances, before this one, and this fragrance is what made me be like, okay, I'm trying all of the different fig fragrances. And now fig is actually one of my favorite perfume notes. I love that it can be green, I love that it can be like creamy and almost coconutty, and like I said, this just encapsulates all of those things. It is summer in a bottle. I absolutely love this one, and I'm so grateful that I discovered it, or had a fragrance friend help me discover this one this year. I sniffed this in the Byredo store. I've talked about this multiple times, but I sniffed this in the Byredo store and it was love at first sniff. I was like, this would be my signature fragrance if I was a signature fragrance type of person. I just love her. It's Byredo Bibliotheque. This is like dark academia. It has plum and leather and patchouli, and it's just like sweet, but it also has that edge with the leather there. The leather isn't too like aggressive or like new car smell type of leather though. It's definitely blended very well. And then I don't usually like patchouli, but I don't mind the patchouli. It just has a hint of that green earthiness there. And again, this all comes together to smell like dark academia. Like outside of the fact that I would have not been able to afford this as a broke college student, but this is what I would have wanted to smell like when I was like studying in the library, or like studying wherever, whether it was the library, in the student center, like just dark, mysterious, and cute. And you know, I absolutely love this. I can't sing enough praises for it. I purchased two different, yes, sweet pea. I purchased two separate formulas of this, so you know I like it if I'm willing to, again, purchase two separate formulas. And it's Lake and Skye 1111. I purchased the spray, and as we see, I basically have like one little spray left in here. I need to just go ahead and use that up so I can empty this, but I have this spray. I purchased it, and this is a fragrance where I thought it would be overhyped because it's just amber and white musk, and it's like, how revolutionary can amber and white musk be? And while it's not necessarily, I would say, like the most ingenious fragrance, you know, like the newest innovative thing on the market, it is just good. It is warm. It kind of smells like laundry detergent. It kind of also smells like fresh skin, but like laundry detergent in like a clean way, like just a basic light fresh one, like that person that just always smells good. I absolutely love this combination, or like this scent. It's not really a combination when it's just the same fragrance in different formulas. But yeah, I really like this scent. It's just fresh, clean, so easy to reach for. I mean, I finished the travel size and I'm halfway through an oil, and I think I discovered this maybe in like June or July. So about half the year, and we finished this much of it. We've used this much. It's a love. Another one that could be a signature fragrance for me if I was a signature fragrance person, but this one would be more on like the everyday light but slightly sweet skin scent type of end of things. It's Dedcool Taunt, another one that I've talked about so much. It has amber and bergamot and a little bit of vanilla and some florals in it. It's light and fresh while still having that little bit of sweetness there, and it just like smells like like someone who's nice and cozy. And again, love this one. It's one where they actually have laundry detergents and room sprays and stuff like that. I purchased the laundry detergent twice before, you know, I had to make my budget bake and shake a little bit, or shake and bake, I guess I should say, a little bit more. But I really did enjoy this, and once my budget is in a place where I can afford the laundry detergent, I would definitely repurchase it, because like I said, it's a scent that you could drench in your entire life. I've actually had the car freshener of this as well. So it's one that I love. I love it in all its forms. It's just so good for every day. Another one that's great for every day, especially for people who like something rosy, fresh, a little bit green, it's gonna be Ouai North Bondi. I finished a travel size of this and I full sized it because I liked it that much. If you enjoy the way that Ouai's hair care smells, this is the signature scent of their hair care. So if you just want to, again, douse your whole entire life in this scent, if you have the hair care, or I think it's some of their hair care, not all of it, but you know the Ouai hair care, like classic scent. But if you want, again, to make your whole life smell like this, you can do some of the hair care. I think they have body care products like body washes and maybe a body lotion or body cream or something like that. But this is just absolutely stunning. I'm, again, not usually a fan of rose fragrances and fragrances that have patchouli that I can smell, like a prominent-ish patchouli presence, but this one is another one where it's blended so well that the patchouli just adds this nice little green, I don't even want to say dankness, because there is a connotation with dank that I don't feel like is necessarily the best, especially per like perfume talk. But overall, it's like, it's not a like crisp, it is crisp, but it's not like a dry green scent. It definitely is almost like wetter, and I guess that's what I mean by dank. But there's also the rose in here, which is a beautiful rose, not screechy at all. And I think there's like notes of maybe, is it peony and some other florals, as well as raspberry, so it gives it a little bit of like a sweet edge to it. Again, another one that I love. I loved it enough to full size it. Pretty much at this point, anything that I decide to full size that I didn't find in just like TJ Maxx, or like had to purchase a full size of because that was all that was available, if I full sized it, then I truly loved it, because I have enough perfume to last a lifetime. And especially in the latter half of the year, I tried to focus a lot more on sampling and testing things out before purchasing them. So the fact that I went through a travel size of this as well as purchasing a full size, I think it speaks for itself. Also, this is one that I get compliments on a lot. It is definitely a compliment getting perfume, and I'm not necessarily someone who like looks to be complimented for wearing their perfume, but when you need a pick-me-up, when you just need external validation, this is one that gets it for me. Yeah, another amazing pick for the year, which is actually an inspired by fragrance, and I like this one better than the original, I think. It's Daukens Arome Motherland. This is an inspired version of Byredo Bibliotheque, and I find this to be just a little bit creamier. It smells virtually the same, but again, it's just like the creamier version of Bibliotheque versus being the more, I guess, like, why are y'all... I saw my cat get puffy out of nowhere, so I was like scared, but she is just getting puffy at my other cat, so we're all good. But this is the creamier version of Byredo Bibliotheque. It has all of those citruses, the sandalwood dry down, the, I think it's African marigold that is the star of the show, but overall it's just, I feel, blended better, creamier, not quite as like bright in citrus, which there's a place for very bright in citrus, but I feel like in this specific fragrance the creaminess works better. I am so ecstatic about this one. Also, Daukens Arome is one of the brands that I am grateful for I didn't discover them in 2023. I discovered them at the end of 2022, but they're just a brand that I'm really happy I discovered because they have high quality fragrances for a really affordable price tag. Like they're full sizes, which is this size, 1.7 fluid ounces, and these are extraits, not Ouai Parfums. This is, I think it was like $64, and I got this on sale, so you know, I didn't pay that much, but you know what I'm saying, like smelling good can be affordable, and especially juxtaposing the price of this to the original Byredo fragrance that's like $205. Like I'm gonna pick this every single day. I definitely dipped more into gourmands this year, and this is one of my favorite gourmands that I tried. It's Kyse Perfumes Delizia de Marshmallow, another one that I got a sample sent from a perfume talk friend, and I picked it up the same week that I tested it out. And this is even my dent that I have going on in my full size, which again, big collection, dents don't necessarily always come about very easily, especially like within the same year that I purchased something. But this is the most beautiful photorealistic, fluffy, slightly powdery marshmallow scent. It just smells like a bag of marshmallows, and it's so good. Again, I didn't really realize I was a gourmand. Like I liked fruity scents and stuff like that, but vanilla scents and, you know, things like that, tonka bean, nutty scents, caramel, those were never really my vibe, except maybe Britney Spears Fantasy. I was definitely more of like a fresh, clean fragrance type of girl, and this one really like busted me open as far as like more gourmand fragrances. So this one is such a good one. Honestly, like if I could only have one gourmand perfume for the rest of my life, it would probably be this one. Snow Moon Magic from Sorcellerie Apothecary would be a close second to if I could only have one gourmand. This is a scent that is just creamy, smooth, could be better. It's got that vanilla in there, and it's actually like a specially aged vanilla that the owner and creator of Sorcellerie and just like makes, and I think that's really cool to like have your house-made tincture that I think it takes like 4 to 6 months to age or something like that. That's really cool. So it's like, you know, that like there's something special about your fragrance or about this specific vanilla that's in here. And again, it's so creamy, so smooth, just light. It projects well, even though it's still like light and kind of buttery and all of those things. It's amazing. Another one that, like I said, if I can only have 1 or 2 gourmands for the rest of my life, I would definitely want this one. I know that drink fragrances would technically be gourmand because drinks, while it's like not edible in that you don't eat it, it is edible in that you consume it, even though you're drinking it instead of eating it. But Chai Ultime from Morari, this was sent to me from the owner Vika, who is so nice. They are literally like just a very sweet person. But this is, I would say, their best creation ever. And I've tried a few of their fragrances out. I love this. This smells straight up like a chai, just chai, not chai latte, not milkiness, or at least not a lot of, you know, milkiness to me, but it smells like chai, the chai spices, like when I've made myself a cup of chai and before I'm putting in like all of my additives. It's so good, so photorealistic, and again, it's one that projects so incredibly well despite being a perfume oil. So absolutely love this one. If you want something that smells like chai, straight up chai, real chai, good chai, not watered down chai. How many times can I say chai? Try Chai Ultime. This is another one that I got sent from a fragrance friend, sniffed it, and then picked it up relatively close to the time that I first sniffed it. It's Alkemia Perfumes Silken Tint Ultime. And this one, it's like a little bit floral. There's also something that's sweet and almost like pudding-like, you know? It smells so good. It's really interesting, and it just dries down to one of those warmer, slightly sweet skin scents. It's something that pairs well with Taunt from Dedcool. I love this combo together because they both have that just like soft, slightly sweet, a little bit floral type of vibe to them. This one definitely projects well. Again, for being oil, I love this one so much, and I think that Alkemia has a lot of good scents. Like, I don't have any more scents from them in this video, but I do like trying their scents, and again, this is one that I'm very much so a fan of. Angel Face by Sid Botanica is like, especially because like the coquette trend and everything is going around, this is coquette in a bottle. It's maraschino cherry, brown sugar, heliotrope, so it's like cherry, sweet. It doesn't have any medicinal quality to it, but there's also like a light fluffiness to it. It almost smells like cherry and marshmallow mixed together. Like, that's how light and fluffy it is. Absolutely beautiful. I was sent a sample of it from Sid, and then I went and purchased the full, or not a full size, because I do want to purchase a full size, but my budget can't handle it. But I purchased the travel size, and I absolutely love that fragrance. Again, if you want to have a fragrance that smells like coquette in a bottle, I would highly recommend that one. And the last one I have to share with you guys is Boy Smells Vanilla Era. I had tried multiple Boy Smells perfumes and none of them really jived with me until I smelled this one. I sniffed it in the store when I was traveling in Nashville, actually, and picked it up right then and there. I love this because it is a savory, very interesting vanilla. This is the most interesting vanilla scent I've ever tried, as well as just the most interesting like scent, I think, of the year for me. Like, all of the different scents that are going in here, there's like vanilla, there's coffee, there's papaya, so there's a little bit of like a kind of papery note there. All of that doesn't sound like it would be good together, but it comes together to, again, make a very savory vanilla. This isn't really like sugary in your teeth. It's not soft at all. This is definitely a bold, in your face, interesting vanilla. I absolutely love this one. It's, again, something that I did not expect to like and picked it up immediately, and I think I would actually full size this, if I'm being honest. Anyway, that was all of my perfume picks for the year. I'm super excited to see what 2024 brings as far as perfume and as far as my collection. And if you have any fragrances that made your top 2023 list, definitely leave them as a comment because I would love to try them. I hope you guys stay safe and healthy in the time between now and when I next see you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.